And how can we forget? Butler's hairstyle from the rookie days reminded everyone a little too much of the legend. NBA fans have also noted the two players' physical similarities, such as their identical noses and strong jawlines.
What's going on, y'all? Today we got the untold truth behind Jordan being Jimmy's father. Let's get into it, man. See what's up.
All the conspiracy theories that call Butler Jordan's long-lost son, to four-time NBA champion John Salley adding fuel to the fire. Let's find out all the untold truth behind Jimmy Butler's relationship with Michael Jordan. Starting with the theory that's making the rounds on social media. Jimmy, I am your father. Or am I? We're living in such exciting times. The tea is scalding hot. Okay, so comparisons between Jimmy Butler and Michael Jordan first surfaced after Butler took control of the Heat series, the one against the Bucks, and guided them to a surprising elimination of the East's top seed. He played so well that it ended up sparking rumors about his relationship with Jordan. And now, the rumors about Butler being Jordan's son are gaining steam on social media once more. After Miami's upset victory over Milwaukee, the theory has been spreading like wildfire in dozens of TikTok and YouTube videos. Some videos have even received over 1 million views. I know you're also left wondering who Jimmy Butler is and what his father's background is, as his story picks up speed. Those of you who are more avid basketball fans know about the fact that every time Jimmy plays, his airness is mentioned. I know what you're thinking. Who is this guy? And where'd he come from? So, Butler shot to stardom by performing incredible feats on the basketball court. But get this, his lineage is a little mysterious. Don't you worry though, I've worn my best detective hat for you today. So, based on the information we've got at our disposal, I got to know a few things. Jimmy Butler II and Londa Butler welcomed him into the world in Houston in 1989. Then, for some reason, he was kicked out of his home at the age of 13. And he bounced around a few places before settling down with the Leslie family. When Jimmy was a little child, his biological father abandoned him and his mother, Londa. Now, Butler insists that he's still close to his parents in spite of all this. And yes, all of it does raise a few eyebrows. I don't know whether to buy this story or not. According to reports, Butler Sr. and Londa Butler were born and raised in Mississippi. Then they moved to Houston. So, where do the rumors regarding Michael Jordan come in? Well, it started with their startling similarity. Come on, the resemblance is uncanny. Also, according to the rumors, Butler's mother turned him out because she didn't like the way he looked. After this claim, Butler and Jordan were heavily scrutinized based on their appearance. Side-by-side images of them were compiled that literally went viral overnight. By the way, it's interesting to note that Butler was born in Houston at the same time as Jordan was living in Dallas, a distance of 3 hours. Given that there isn't any concrete evidence to support these claims, this may not be convincing enough for the fans. But as if that wasn't enough, a Twitter user posted that Jimmy Butler turns into Superman every playoff, and that the only explanation for that would be a tie to his airness. Not to forget, Butler was born around the same time as Jordan's alleged illegitimate child in the late 1980s. Bombastic side-eye, a report that Jordan has a secret son gave rise to the rumors back in 2016. A post on the website TherezOwens.com from that year mentioned a tipster who suggested Butler might be Jordan's biological son. According to the tip, MJ allegedly compensated his baby mama in order to protect his legacy and public image.
Nah, facts, I heard that too, man. We heard
the
these
mother
before.
kicked the child out once the payments stopped coming in. Actually, rumors about Jordan having an illegitimate child have been circulating for years, but there's never been any proof to support these accusations. Some would remember Carla Knafel claimed in 1991 that he was the father of her kid, but a DNA test disproved her claim. When making a link between the two, people often refer to both athletes' killer instincts, trash talking, and mental toughness. Then, MJ stood at 6'6", while Jimmy is said to be 6'7". 1 inch taller. People in this height range are relatively uncommon to begin with. Oh, and how can we forget? Butler's hairstyle from the rookie days reminded everyone a little too much of the legend. NBA fans have also noted the two players' physical similarities, such as their identical noses and strong jawlines. But despite the obvious physical similarities, other people put forward another explanation for their alleged link. Although he was married to Juanita Benoit, Michael Jordan was said to have had extramarital affairs in the shadows, which may be related to the idea that Butler is related to Jordan. But this claim is only speculative because there's no hard evidence to back it up. You see, Jordan has had 2 marriages. He has 5 kids, 2 with his second wife, Yvette Prieto, and 2 with his first wife, Juanita Benoit, which makes Marcus, Victoria, Isabel, Jeffrey, and Jasmine Jordan's kids. On the other hand, Butler's father has not yet been seen with the player. Now, the young player has talked about the influence that Jordan has had on his basketball career, and acknowledged that he looked up to the legend as a child, and tried to style his play after him. In fact, Butler's performance in the NBA has caught Jordan's attention, and Jordan has praised Butler for his leadership and great ethic. But wait, let's really compare the two athletes' stats, shall we? First of all, a record Jordan has accomplished twice while playing for the Bulls. Jimmy has achieved this. Butler became only the 6th player in NBA history to score 56 points or more in a playoff game. His 56-point masterpiece got the Miami Heat to lead the top-seeded Milwaukee Bucks 3-1 in the first round of the playoffs. With his 63 points in the Bulls' double overtime loss to the Boston Celtics on April 20th, 1986, Jordan, of course, retains the NBA playoff scoring record. He also had 56 points against the Heat on April 29, 1992. Later, it was revealed that Jordan had allegedly played 36 holes of golf earlier in the day. Given the outstanding regular season that Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks had,
36 holes
Butler's
of
performance has the team on the verge of scheduling time to play golf too.
Buckets.
His previous playoff career high was set in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics last year, when he recorded 47 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. In a victory over the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals in 2020, he then added a 40-point triple-double. Also, Butler twice reached his postseason career high of 33 points.
They had the whole Joe lit right here. I ain't gonna lie.
In the NBA Finals in 2020, he then added a 40-point double. Also,
I know that atmosphere was crazy.
Of 33 points while playing for the Bulls. In fact, the average postseason point total for Butler is 20.7 points. Oh, and it's just not us drawing comparisons. Analysts are in on it too. Former NBA player Jay Williams heaped praise on Jimmy Butler when he gave the Miami Heat yet another electrifying postseason performance. Then, in November of 2022, Williams drew comparisons between Butler and his heiress Michael Jordan using a special stat line. Michael Jordan and Jimmy Butler are the only players who have averaged 28 points per game, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a field goal percentage of at least 50% in a single postseason. Along with Williams, Keyshawn Johnson also praised Butler. He claimed that Butler was being compared to Jordan because he performed at his peak during the postseason, just like the 6-time champion. Also, the young star established a team record in 2016 while playing guard for the Chicago Bulls, when he scored 40 points in the second half of a 115-113 victory over the Toronto Raptors. Surprise, surprise, Michael Jordan himself set the previous benchmark of 39. That's a little too coincidental, no?
Yeah, he's some crazy
Jimmy
coincidences.
Buckets performs at his peak during the postseason, a characteristic shared by other legends like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Okay, we've all been looking for a player who could perform like Jordan and Kobe for a very long time. And now all NBA fans have joined in on this fun conspiracy theory, which, despite being false, makes a lot of sense. So, can you blame us? It's not just the fact that Jimmy Butler, behind LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, is possibly the most crucial clutch player in recent memory. He also enjoys making the most important plays, scoring more than average during the playoffs and pulling off miraculous comebacks. And if you've noticed, Jimmy is the guy who never seems nervous.
I said this one, yeah. He just chatting right now. He just talking it up, you know what I'm saying, praising Jimmy for what he's been doing this playoff run. And I agree with him. Jimmy been going crazy, man. He came up a little short in the NBA Finals, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, you can't win them all. It happens. They had a great run. It's time to come back next year, work harder, come back better. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. If y'all enjoyed, click on the last reaction, like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here, man.